Friends, as you have seen and heard over the last several days, Israel is a thriving country, an almost unbelievable success story. It is a country of many cultures and religions that maintains a vibrant, if sometimes noisy, democracy. A country faced with unparalleled security challenges, also here in Jerusalem, which nevertheless guarantees human rights and freedom to all. A country of few natural resources and many enemies, which has established an innovative and growing economy. A country built on an ancient history, which is making the world a better place through modern medicine, science, and agriculture. Yet, today Israel faces, as you have rightly noted, an unprecedented assault on its basic legitimacy and international standing. Israel's enemies have learned that Israel cannot be overcome by conventional warfare or terrorism. Of course, they still continue with conventional warfare or terrorism, but they have also therefore turned to political, economic, and legal warfare as a means to achieve their ultimate goal, putting an end to Israel's existence as the national homeland of the Jewish people. A central element of this assault is what has become known as the Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions Campaign, or BDS. Let me be clear. The BDS campaign is not only a challenge for the state of Israel and the Jewish people. It is a threat to all those committed to peace, to justice, and to universal human rights. Those values that we all share and all believe here, all those who are here this morning. At its heart, the BDS campaign is based on deception and twisting reality. It hopes that by peeling lie upon lie in the boardroom, college campus, and church assembly, it will be able to obscure the truth. It hopes that by manipulating the language of human rights and liberal values, it will be able to hide its real goals, which are anything but liberal. It is a campaign based upon intimidation and coercion. When artists refuse to give in to BDS demands, BDS activists bully them. When corporations reject BDS pressure, BDS activists threaten them. When those on the left have the courage to speak out against BDS, and it happens from time to time, they are immediately silenced and branded traitors. My dear friends, the BDS movement must be rejected by all people of conscience for two key reasons. It is immoral and it is anti-peace. It is immoral because it distorts the truth, demonizes the Jewish state, and subjects it to a campaign of libel and hate that would make history's greatest anti-Semites proud. It is immoral because it holds the entire world to one standard and Israel to another, singles it out for sanctions, blames it for the world's problems, and seeks to portray it as the epitome of evil. The comparison of Israel to apartheid South Africa or the American Jim Crow South is not only an affront to Israel and the Jewish people, it is an insult to the millions who suffered and the brave men and women who fought against the apartheid and Jim Crow regimes. Anyone with even a basic understanding of the state of Israel understand that all such comparisons are baseless, groundless, and disconnected from reality. The BDS movement is anti-peace because it drives people apart rather than bringing them together, creates barriers and closed doors rather than building bridges and opening hearts. It is a well-known principle of conflict resolution, that a viable peace must be built upon dialogue and trust, mutual understanding and respect, both between leaders and between peoples. If anyone is looking for a way to ensure that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict lasts another 100 years, they should support the BDS movement. For the rest of, however, for all those who dream of a better future for Israeli and Palestinian children and tranquility in the Holy Land, what can be done to turn that dream into reality? Prime Minister Netanyahu has called on the Palestinian leadership over and over again to walk with him down the only path that can lead to a lasting and viable peace: direct negotiations without preconditions. This is the only path in which all issues are on the table. We recognize that peace will require difficult negotiations, hard decisions, and even painful compromises. There is no other way. We did it before with Egypt and with Jordan, which we have peace agreements, and we could do it again with our neighbors, with the Palestinians. But BDS will do exactly the opposite. Therefore, parliaments, civil society organizations, and people of conscience worldwide should do all that they can to encourage both sides to sit down at the negotiation table without preconditions and without games. They should call on Mahmoud Abbas to stop wasting time on hateful speeches and empty gestures like we saw yesterday night at the UN, in the international arena as well, which do nothing to help the Palestinian people. They should work to convince governments, and particularly the European Union, that one-sided sanctions and pressure against Israel only make peace more difficult to achieve. They convince the Palestinian leadership that it can achieve its political goal without negotiations or compromise, and the Israeli public that it cannot rely on the international community, and again, especially on the European Union. They should demand that the Palestinian Authority end its daily racist and anti-Semitic incitement against Israel on official PA TV, radio, newspapers, schools, and summer camps. And I believe that you know exactly what I'm talking about. They should insist that the Palestinian leadership promote a culture of peace and prepare its people for reconciliation and an end to the conflict. They should assist in developing a Palestinian government which respects the rule of law, human rights, and freedoms. Friends of both Israel and the Palestinians should reject and oppose the BDS movement in all its forms. This is not an issue of left or right, Democrats or Republicans, conservatives or Labour, socialists or Christian Democrats. Opposition to BDS should be shared by all those who value human rights, who seek justice, and who love peace. We appreciate the work that the Israel Allies Foundation is doing all over the world to oppose BDS and expose its true face. So again, thank you very much, Josh and I were working together for many years, and we are aware for the important job that you're doing for us, for the State of Israel, of course. Friends, I have said that I am optimistic and hopeful. I am hopeful because in the end, one cannot distort reality and hide the truth forever. One of our main goals is to bring as many people to Israel as possible. 1 hour in Israel, meeting its people, walking its streets, seeing its diversity, is enough to bring the towers of lies erected by the BDS campaign crashing down. We say that Israel sells itself. All we need to do is make sure that people have the opportunity to come here and see it for themselves. So I'm hopeful because reality and truth are on our side. I'm hopeful because the Jewish people have overcome great challenges time and time again throughout their history. And I'm hopeful because I know that Israel has great friends and allies around the world like yourselves. So again, to you and to the World Jewish Congress and to the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart for all what you are doing for the state of Israel, for peace and for the truth. Chag Sameach, happy Sukkot, and enjoy the rest of your stay here with us in Israel. Thank you very much.